Congratulations, you won. Hello and welcome to the Hypertrophy Odyssey, chapter 72. It is the third day of the week, aka the Vampire Killer Workout. Upper body, looking forward to it. Upper body's feeling great, no, nothing worried too far right now. Feeling good, looking good, nice and warm outside. That's why I got the t-shirt on and the hat. This is, like I said, this will become a staple, so be prepared to see this hat way more often. You'll see another one as well. Although it's not a long hat, it's a very short hat, so it's like I reach down in order for you to see the top of it, but it is what it is. Besides that, feeling good, feeling great. Looking forward to this workout, and I have a subject matter I can actually talk a lot about because there's a lot of stuff that keeps happening. So speaking about that, congratulations, you won. One of the oldest ads for a just internet website that I've ever remember is congratulations, you won. Just that sound effect. But anyways, ads. The reason why I'm making this video about ads is because three reasons. Three things have come up. One was funny. 2 is annoying, and 3, I was sold. All right, so we'll get to that one last. But first, 1 was funny. So ads, as we all know, very invasive, the moment that you look at something once, all of a sudden, if you, for some reason, they somehow sneak in those cookies to make sure that everybody in the household knows that you were looking at X, Y, or Z, that happens, then you have to deal with that bullshit. So let me tell you why that's funny. The other day, my wife was on the Panera app doing a Panera order just to see how much it would cost and / look at the menu, because you have to put an order in order to look at the menu, which is weird. But anyways, so as she was doing that, I talked to her, and then she's like, all right, fuck this, and then like deletes the order, right? Not even 5 minutes later, I'm watching a video on YouTube when I get a ad break for Panera, and she hears it because I was in the bathroom, I was brushing my teeth, and then she hears that, and we both have a good laugh, like, oh my god, they truly are listening in. And there are two culprits to this: Instagram and YouTube. I don't have TikTok, so I don't know how bad it is on there, but I think TikTok is a little different when it comes to their advertising. But when it comes to those two particularly, YouTube isn't as bad as Instagram. Instagram will beat your head into a wall with something you looked at once. I think that one is the worst, but we'll get to that one later, because that's in the third point where I was sold. But to continue the first point, it's just funny. They know instantaneously somebody else was looking at the fucking thing. They were like, oh, she didn't want it, let's attack the other person, see if they want it, you know, that entire thing, which is so ridiculous. But all right, I get it, you know. Ads in the voiceover, there's gonna be a lot more in-depth talking about ads in general, but that was the first thing. The second thing was things that keep pissing me off. So I, for some reason, in my fucking phone, keep getting ads for Bumble on YouTube, which is super fucking annoying because I have blocked the ad. Because yes, you can actually block ads if you go into, like, you know, the 3 little bubbles right there and go to, like, it says like ad is inappropriate, a block ad is not for me. I've tried multiple times to hit the block ad is not for me, whatever the fuck those two options are. I've gone in between them, and I keep still getting these fucking stupid commercials for Bumble, which is annoying because I'm like, I am very happy and loving in my relationship. I do not need fucking Bumble in my life at all. I do not care to use dating apps, even if I did go down that route. So I'm like, fuck you. I've blocked it at least 5 to 7 times, at least. I'm being very generous on the amount that I'm saying, because I remember seeing that all the fucking time, and it makes zero sense. It might be because it's like the only like 5-second commercial that they have for some reason, but I don't understand why they just don't accept the fact that I don't want to see this ad. I don't even care if you advertise other shit to me, but I don't need that, so why am I seeing it? You know what I mean? Like, if you advertise those fucking, like, those Airheads commercials that are like 5 seconds that you could skip or whatever the fuck, all right, that makes sense. I'm a little bit of a fatty, why not? That makes total sense. And what's even better about this video is that people are probably gonna get advertisements for one of the things that I'm talking about in this video, which is hilarious because they're always listening in, and we'll get into that in the voiceover because I'm pretty sure they're listening in here too. But we don't talk about that one out loud. We gotta be careful about that one. But anyway, so for that, pisses me off all the time when I see it. And the third one was where I was sold. So when I was on Instagram the other day, I was like, ah, yes, scrolling through Instagram. And now I know, trust me, I know about the infamy that is Instagram ads. I understand that people get got by Instagram ads all the fucking time. I got by one. Thankfully, what I got by was an actual brand, you know? People have gotten got on Instagram by bullshit marketing and also scams, straight up scam. I will never forget the story of my friend Jose, shout out Jose, who ended up getting got by a replica Thanos glove, and he basically got sent a dishwashing glove with fake bejeweled jewels on it. So that one, I will never forget that. All right, so people do get scammed on there. Thankfully, I did not. So there is that. But the sons of bitches understood their market. That's the issue, and I didn't like that much. I understand why, but also I didn't like that. I was brought down to a T. So what was I advertised? I was advertised an ice shaker water bottle, I guess? Yeah, shaker bottle, actually, technically, that had Dragon Ball Z laser etched into it. So it was particularly Goku. I will probably show it to you on the channel at some time, or have a picture of it right here. But it got me. It genuinely got me, because there was that crossover of Dragon Ball Z and being a gym rat. So both of those fucking things combined together in order to sell me something. And I was like, ah, shit, here we go. It got me. I bought it. I'm not proud of it. Am I happy that the product came in one piece and actually was the product? Yes. Was it a reputable company? Also, yes, because I actually know the company. It's not like something new or something like random or sketchy or anything like that. But still, it was very annoying seeing that or having that happen. So I'm like, fuck. It's always, for me personally, a bit of a feeling of defeat when I get sold something. You know, like a little bit of a like, damn. They fucking got me. One recent example is the Berserk 1997 Blu-ray release. I really want to buy that. I am resisting buying that. Obviously, I'm gonna probably buy it whenever I get a job or whenever I get more money, but still, it's still one of those moments where I'm like, you know, like I'm being sold and I don't want to relent. It's like they win, the corporations win, you know? But still, I'm also a person that will understand. Sometimes there are products that, whatever, I'll buy it, whatever, I don't give a fuck. But there are sometimes when it comes to advertisements, I don't want to break, basically. I don't want to give in to the advertising and let them win that, you know, that war, that battle, that like mental battle of they're trying to sell me something, you know, and that's just how I feel about it personally. But we'll get into a little bit more detail on that on the inside. Alright, so first start off with overhead press. This is my third set, so I finally added another set to this. Pretty tough, but very nice. I'm actually glad that I've finally been able to add a set to this. I can do 2 sets of 10 before this, so very happy about that. But anyways, so I guess I'll take this time to talk about ads on the internet. I think the biggest ones that I always get are those shitty mobile game ads, which are super fucking annoying. You know, the ones where they intentionally play bad in order to get you to download them so you can play the game the way it was intended to play, which is super annoying. A great tactic though, honestly, if I were to be 100% honest about it, because there have been times where I'm like, this fucking ad, piece of shit, how stupid could this thing be? It does do its job well, I'm gonna be honest. When I was on TikTok, because I remember I was on TikTok for a little bit, I deleted that app as quickly as I could because I knew it was a time sync nightmare. Thank you, YouTube Shorts, for making it so I don't need to get that thing again. But anyways, like I was saying, when I was on TikTok, I remember following a guy who ended up downloading all of those games that were advertised, and that was his entire channel, and just like reviewing them. I remember that channel being actually pretty decent of a channel, honestly. That was a good idea for a channel, and I think he's still making shit, so kudos to him. Another thing is the super over-sexualized games, you know, like the random ones where it's like fucking like all of a sudden like you're going to beat your wife, or if not, you're gonna go have sex with her, or like those really weird like mega like weird scenario things for games that are mobile games that have nothing to do with any of the things that are actually happening in the game. so weird. It's like, I don't even know how to describe it except for like either like something overly sexual or poverty is happening. Like I remember one where it was like they were like super sexy and then all of a sudden it's like the guy leaves and then the lady all of a sudden is homeless with a child or something like that. There have been those as well, which are crazy and ridiculous. I also end up getting the gacha games, so I get a lot of those advertisements as well. Thankfully, I'm not a person who gets sucked in by gacha games. Those who don't know gacha games, the games where you buy certain things, like for example, like booster packs or cards like that, and then you see if you get a good one or not, a character or whatever. Genshin Impact is the big one of those that people get sucked into. Personally, I never got sucked into any of those, thankfully. I'm very, very, very happy that that doesn't happen. I usually get the, run-of-the-mill, like, SeatGeek and or any other regular ad for, like, sporting events, betting, lots of betting ones, but thankfully I'm not a bettor, so I don't have to worry about that. But the one thing that I do get a lot of are food ads. I do get a lot of food ads because of it. I look at the menus a lot of the times at places. That's the one thing that's very annoying, particularly certain ones that I'm like, I looked at you once. Why am I getting ads for Panera all of a sudden? You know what I mean? Like I didn't even look at you, like I said before. And transitioning from that, I actually wanted to discuss this because I always think this, and it always freaked me out until I've read something recently where it feels like they're reading your brain, right? It feels like they are all of a sudden, it feels like they are reading your mind and they know products to sell you before you even say it, verbalize it, or write it down or search it at all, which is insane. Now, some people will say, of course, they've got you down to a T because they're monitoring everything you're doing. Well, of course, that is true. I am not going to say that isn't part of it, but there's a patent here on Google that has been around since 1998, which is interesting. Communication system and method including brainwave analysis and or use of brain activity, which is a very interesting thing to think about because they don't make patents for any reason and or another, you know what I mean? It's not something, you can get a lot of things patented, obviously, but this thing was patented from 1998 to 2018 until it was expired. Very interesting stuff here when it comes to this. Now, I'm not going to do like an entire leading the paper trail or anything like that, but I'm just going to say very strange. Very, very strange, I'll leave that one for your interpretation.
B-cells, but who's buying? And we're back. Welcome to the workout debriefing. Exercises not filmed, none. Exercises skipped, well, we got a lot. We skipped the following: face pulls, dumbbell row, chest supported shrugs, and pack deck. I believe that is the 4 things that I've skipped. So because of the amount that I skipped, I will do 2 of them tomorrow on the shotgun drop kick. I will do them because I do not want to have that many skipped. To which 2 will I do? Find out in the next episode. I also need to mention I weighed 197 flat this morning, so I wanted to mention that. I'm going to try to keep track of my weight on the video so you guys can kind of see. Maybe I'll do a chart. I don't know. I couldn't be bothered right now, but I'm also like, maybe I want to add more editing little quirks to the videos and stuff, because why the fuck not? But anyways, to go back to the main subject matter at hand, advertising. It's okay to be advertised too. You just have to be careful and cognizant of when to know what is good, what is worth it, and what is not worth it. I am the type of guy to go down rabbit holes reading reviews of everything that I possibly can. I'm personally a fan of 3-star reviews of all the reviews because I feel like 3-star people are more genuine than 5-star or 1-star. So 3-star reviews are generally seen as something that you can trust a little bit more. The person had to have cared enough to write something, but also you could see some positives in it. So that's why I personally go with those. You can kind of discern the fake ones, like it's great, or the broken English, that product are amazing, you know what I mean? I tried there. But anyway, like I was saying, it's okay to be advertised. I'm not a saint. I get sold stuff and I buy it because, like, occasionally the right thing scratches the itch that I have for purchasing things at the right time and stuff. But I try not to let that win, and that's the lesson. Try not to let the advertisers win, because if they keep winning, they will know, and they will keep sending you shit no matter what. So you got to be careful, not to become a shopaholic and or something worse, like, you know, like a ultra mega consumerist where you're just buying shit non-stop for absolutely zero reason, and then you're like, huh, why are these items I'm buying not filling the void? So you have to be careful about stuff like that. The reason also, I forgot to mention this, the reason why I skipped all of those exercises is because I'm going to go to a meeting. So I am off to a meeting. Shout out Walter, sorry I'm going to be late. I'm future Oscar talking to past Walter, who's now future Walter. So figure that one out. But anyways, sorry about that. I will be late for our meeting, but I won't be that late, just a little late, just a little bit. But anyways, that's why I ended up having to leave, because at the time just squished me, so I have to go. So, sucked, but it is what it is. But anyways, tell me what you think in the comments below. I would love to hear your thoughts and comments on advertising or advertisements in general, because I know there are some advertisements that stick out in your mind. You know, I've probably talked about a few in the voiceover. I know that for a fact. I've talked about a few because there are some that are just like, what the fuck? And then obviously, you know, there are those that are like ones, the classic old school ones, like the find local girls in your area, you know, those old school ones, or like, you know, the old pop-ups that used to happen. Now they don't happen as much anymore, thank God. All things have pop-up blockers. But with that being said, let me know in the comments below. I would love to hear about your thoughts about advertising. What do you use the most, / what do you see the most advertising for? For me personally, because I like to look at menus at food places, I get food a lot, so food is non-stop no matter what. But that's just me. Tell me what you think in the comments below. I will be back on tomorrow with another video with a little bit of extra spice from today, you know? There you go, cliffhanger, whoa. But anyways, thank you very much for watching. I will be back on with another video tomorrow with something new. Thank you very much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Do any comment if you don't want to talk about advertising for some reason. Thank you very much for watching. I will talk to you later. Peace.